Now then guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me for Season 2 of Rebuilding Newcastle. So today's episode is basically just covering what's happened in Season 2, how did we perform in the league, what were the transfer business, and did we have any drama overall, how far did we get, did we win any trophies? Let's find out. So first of all then, you can see that we finished 4th in the league. So this season coming, Season 3 will be Champions League football back at St James's Park. That's got to be a victory in itself, hasn't it? But Liverpool, look at the state of that form there. Absolute shambles towards the end of the season. But yes, we snuck into 4th place, basically 2 games towards the end of the season. We had no right being there, in fairness. We should have been getting Europa League football. But yes, we snuck in. Sheffield United finishing in 5th place. Arsenal in 6th. Liverpool, league winners, like I say. Chelsea, they pushed them till the very end, but they just couldn't get there. So let's have a look at the results. So we had an absolute shocking start to the season with a 2-1 defeat to Manchester United. We then lost 3-1 to Manchester City and 6-2 to Crystal Palace. Not ideal, that Crystal Palace result as well. We got absolutely thumped at Selhurst Park and it weren't great. And I was starting to think, here we go, we're in trouble this season. But then form picked up, a 3-0 victory against Arsenal, a 2-2 draw with Chelsea in there. But then it started to go wrong again with a 5-2 defeat to Liverpool, a 5-1 defeat to Norwich, a 4-1 defeat to Sheffield United. But there's a 1-0 victory against Manchester City and a 1-0 victory against Tottenham. So it's really mixed form. We were better against the bigger clubs, let's be honest. We had a very good January, unbeaten in the entirety of January. And then February was quite similar with a 4-0 victory over Manchester United. But then we look at the Europa League. So we had that Europa League run. We ended up finishing 2nd on 15 points. Exact same goal difference, the lot against Marseille. So it was a 3-0 defeat against Marseille that basically stopped us top in the group. And we were well and truly battered in this one as well. We created, 19 shots, 5 on target, 57% possession. But Marseille were just better on the night. And we get out the group stage quite convincingly. Then we have a 0-0 draw away at Atalanta. Now, we could have snuck a win from this one and it just didn't happen. And we absolutely battered them. And this was in the first knockout round. And then we had to go to St James's Park. And then this happened. So we went 2-0 up on 63 minutes before Muriel with a goal on 68. And then on the 89th minute, Goossens picks up the ball. There's a ball across and that is it. 88 minutes and 20 seconds, and that's 2 away goals that absolutely do us over. And it was hard to take, so then we go crashing out of the Europa League. We then go into March, and it's a shocker. We win 2 and we lose 3. Get battered 3-0 by Chelsea. We lose 3-2 to Norwich. And yeah, and then we're pushing towards the end of the season. We're really trying to get something out of it. But then we draw 1-1 with Manchester City, win 3-2 against Liverpool. And this game against Tottenham, absolute scenes as we were 2-0 down in the first half. And Verbeek with a stoppage time goal that basically sealed Champions League football. Incredible. So we didn't get too much from Verbeek throughout the entire season. But Esposito breaks away. And Verbeek, as you can imagine, I was doing cartwheels. Absolutely loved that. And then on the final game of the season, fortunately it didn't matter. We lost 2-1 to Sheffield United. Sheffield United ended up finishing in 5th. McBurney with 2 goals and Esposito with a goal for us on 57. But yeah, not ideal. So as far as the other cup competitions go, then we were knocked out in the FA Cup quarter-final by Bournemouth. We went out in the Carabao Cup 3rd round to Manchester City. So overall then, safe to say that we didn't get any silverware. But we give a good account of ourselves in the league. Disappointing exit in the Europa League. Getting knocked out by Bournemouth, let's be honest, in the FA Cup quarter-final wasn't ideal. But to go out to Manchester City isn't the end of the world. How did we get on in the transfer window? So much going on as we brought in a total of £243 million through sales and we spent £154 million. So players leaving then, any big names that left us, Lejeune, £4.8 million. I say big names, you know what I mean. Not good enough at all. Woodman goes for £7 million. Yanko ended up going for £13.5 million. Dubravka, £15 million to Spartak Moscow. Phil Jones, a player we brought in last season, he played 6 months for us and we sold him on to Cagliari for £7.5 million. Jamal Lewis going to Manchester City for 44.5 million. Now that was a head over heart, but he just had to go for the money. Ryan Fraser then went to Chelsea for 55 million. So as you can see, we were starting to rake in a bit of money here. Then Alan Saint-Maximin went for 80 million pounds to Bayern Munich. Now he's good, but is he 80 million pounds good? Club captain Jamal Lascelles went for 9.5 million to Burnley, and Isaac Hayden went for 17 million to Atalanta, which then gave us the opportunity to bring players in. So Nayatan Nandez joined us. He was going to play central midfield, could also play basically on that defensive right-hand side as a wing-back. He joined us for £15 million. Played 20 appearances for us, 4 assists. Now, he wasn't a regular starter, a good squad player. We bought in Timothy Fonsu-Mensah on a free transfer. I don't know why I brought this guy in, if I'm completely honest. I just wanted to fill a gap. Played 3 times for us, and yeah, he won't be here next season. We then got a player that has been floating about in FM20, FM21, FM19 in fairness. Walker Farnes was meant to be a wonder kid, obviously further down the line, but we've brought him in. We brought him in for 2.5 million, played 3 games for us, conceded 3 goals, basically my cup goalkeeper. Andrea Patagna, a player that I've had before. Look at them stats. He is incredible. 26-year-old Italian target man who's going to play up top. 7.75 million, like I say. We bought him from Roma after 1 season. 36 appearances, 4 goals, 9 assists. He's not there to score the goals, which is quite random for an attacking position, but he is there to assist them, so that was good to see. We then brought in Sebi Esposito, so £10 million from Inter. What a bargain in the grand scheme of things. 33 appearances, 12 goals, 7 assists, 2 player of the match performances. And this guy, 2-3 seasons' time, is going to be absolutely incredible. Definitely one to watch, this kid. We then brought in a recognisable name in Valentino Lazaro. Played for us a couple of seasons ago, in the real world obviously, but he's decent. And he can fit out on both sides. Went on loan in the 1920 season, and we've brought him in for 6.25 million. Played 18 times for us, 1 goal, 3 assists. What a player. The guy that got us into the Champions League then, Benjamin Verbic. Now, 28-year-old Slovenian, not a player that I've heard of before. Somebody that my scouts recommended, and we paid 12.5 million for him. You know, he's got 2 goals in that last game, 15 appearances, 3 goals. Didn't exactly set the world alight. We then spent big on Philippe Anderson. Now, coming in as that attacking midfield role behind the strikers. Got him from West Ham, £24 million. Played 23 times for us. Joined us in January and got 3 goals, 1 assist, 1 player of the match performance. Next one in, and this guy is a quality player, was Sandro Tonali. Now, this is a player in the real world everybody wants. He's obviously gone to AC Milan now, but we bought him from Brescia for 22.5 million. Played 16 times for us, 4 goals, 5 assists, and 2 player of the match performances, an average rating of 7.04. But this guy, another one to watch. Him and Esposito will be tearing it up. Weston McKennie then come in to be the anchor in the midfield, so he was going to be the box-to-box. And yeah, look at this guy, 23-year-old American. Those stats, though. And again, not a player that I've heard of, if I'm completely honest. There'll be plenty of you watching this, I'm sure. There's like Weston McKennie, what a player. But we brought him in January. He's played 14 times, 2 goals, 2 assists for him. And then we spent big on Edson Alvarez. So I wanted someone who could play as that libero. And there's your man. So he's playing in the centre of defence. Can also play out on the right-hand side or in the midfield. He's quite versatile in the spine of the team. We paid 26.5 million for him, and he played 15 times and got a goal. Didn't exactly set the world right with his average rating. The jury is still out on Alvarez. If an opportunity comes in to sell him on, then that's maybe the way we go. And finances-wise, we've got £83 million in the bank to spend this summer. And there you have it, £83 million. It's going to be interesting. We've got £147 million overall. So yes, so that is where we're at the minute. 4th in the league. And can we push on in the Champions League next season? That is the big thing. So yes, join me on Twitch, where I'll be continuing to rebuild this team and hopefully get them a Premier League title. So there you go then, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you for the Season 3 review. Take care. Ta-ra.